Hi Dooney Addicts, it's Dooney Addict 615 and I am back with another unboxing. Let's dig right in. Okay, before we dig in, let me give you a disclaimer. Last summer, in a couple of this or that, I featured Mark Fisher shoes. For those of you that are not familiar with Mark Fisher, his family owns the 9 West Shoe brand. I purchased this style of shoe last summer. I purchased it in orange to match my large zip Barlow. I purchased it also, I believe, in black and got lots of wear, lots of compliments off of those. I was really undecided about this ivory color, but after I picked up the Montecantini diamond bag in white or ivory, this shoe stayed on my mind because I really enjoyed it. That being said, I have been on a light bag color kick since I picked up that bag last summer or last year during the sample sale, and I just got my bonus at work and it was really good, and I decided that I was going to do a couple of splurge purchases. Well, those splurge purchases for me, all or both, came with red drawstring Dooney bags. This one I actually ordered directly from Dooney, and it is a bag that I'd had on my radar, but just, I don't know, for whatever reason, decided that I didn't want it again in red, didn't want it in red, another red Alto bag. But this one I took the plunge on. So what am I talking about? I am talking about the Dooney and Bourke Ivory Pia bag. That bag is regular $6.95, and I paid less than that for it, but not considerably less. But let's dig right in so that you can take a look at this gorgeous ivory leather, and I'm curious to see if it's gonna go with my shoes. Well, it is definitely sealed in here tight. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand, so let me pause and get her out. Do you know that sound you make when it's like a really happy feeling? I call it my happy squeal. I am about to make that noise because I can start to see, oh my goodness, this leather as I strip the Dooney and Bourke cover off of this beautiful bag. Do you see that? I see Alto leather. There she is. I have just been so intrigued by this shape, and this color to me is so crisp and clean and fresh, and the detail work on the Alto leather is second to none. 4 feet there on the bottom, exquisite stitching and detailing. Every inch of this bag screams perfection. Do you see how they cut into the bag to stitch this piece of leather to hold the side of the bag down? And then just that little button pop through to keep the zipper tab in place. Gold tone hardware, which absolutely is stunning. I mean, truly classic against the ivory. And then these handles. So it has a strap that will connect to the circle rings, but I can just go ahead and tell you, I will not be using the strap. I will be carrying her by hand or over the wrist as a little dainty lady bag. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, if you think that Florentine is high maintenance and temperamental, then I'm just going to warn you, steer clear of the Alto collection, because little dings, and if you've got stuff that's wonky on the inside of your bag, it is going to show all of that. But it is so worth it. Even on the zipper pulls, you have Dooney and Bourke, which is not, I've got several Alto bags, and that is a very, very nice feature. And I'm in love with these straps. Let's get in the inside. I'm rambling, but this is a gorgeous bag. But before we get in, I want you to just see that shoe with it. Love it. Absolutely love it together. Huh. These summer brides better watch out. I'll show up at your function in cream and have everybody looking at my shoes and my bag. Anyway, let's get to the inside of the bag. All right, as usual, the bag has the Dooney and Bourke charm in the little leather house. That's what I call it because I don't know the name of it, but it's a little logo keeper there. And it is attached to the outer ring on the strap. And then the inside of this bag, let's take out the stuffing. So inside the bag is the strap. I am not going to take this out because, again, I have no plans of using the strap, but it is not a very long one. But I do find that with bags that are kind of this size, if they have a thin strap, for me, that's not exactly a comfortable carry. The top of this bag, the opening is not very wide. I mean, as the Alto leather softens a little bit, I'll get a little bit more give. But if you know anything about this leather, it does not get as soft and supple with carry as the Florentine leather because it is intended to be a more structured bag. On the inside, it has the Dooney and Bourke cotton twill lining. It has the one pocket on the front wall. It is about 4 fingers wide, so not conducive for a cell phone. What I would most likely carry in that are, you know, things like hand lotion, hand sanitizer, things like that that I would reach into my bag frequently for. And then on the back wall, you have the zip pocket and then the Dooney and Bourke card case attached on the back that just has the additional information about registering the Alto. So I am pleased with the bag. Again, I think I'm going to have to carry it a little bit just to see what give this gets. But I like having a couple Altos in my collection, and I'm going to have to see if I can kind of smooth out the texturing in here that surely is from the way the bag was stuffed. So I'll have to see if I can work that out just a little bit. But she is absolutely stunning. I'm so pleased and so thankful for a good job and a bonus that pays so that I can splurge on items like this without having to pull out the credit card and, you know, end up having to make a payment. So I am, 1, thankful for the ability to work, 2, thankful for the job, and 3, thankful that they never miss a payroll run and they never miss paying out a bonus. So thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope that you are finding something that feeds your Dooney addiction. Take care.